So, Tory Locker, Shinobi vlog.
Here we are.
How long do we know each other?
It's about 2.5 years now.
So you just strolled into the gym one day, right?
I saw a poster on you put up on a post. I even said to myself out loud, I'm like, there's an MMA gym in Lagos. Lagos is small. And then not an easy gym to find. Eventually I found it.
You only got to find it once, right?
Did you find it once?
And jiu-jitsu, what's it done for you?
I think that physically it's just it's transformed me really. Mentally it's even so much more than the physical part. It's given me confidence, and it's pretty incredible. But also I think just the people that I've met, just the friends, and friends for life now. That's the most important thing.
Because I do a thing. Well, I think you're one of the people that pointed it out to me. I'm not the nicest guys to meet sometimes in the gym, and I was trying to figure what that out is. It's, if you meet me at the end of the day of training, I'm definitely not the nicest guy because I don't have time to talk to you. I want to kind of just contemplate. And you came in at the end of a class. I don't think I even showed you around, right? Was it before?
You were doing acupuncture on Jason's knee or something.
Okay, all right.
And you sent Rob to send me to.
Yeah.
No, it was good. I thought you guys were really nice.
And then Rob low kicked you just to show you what we do, right?
No. I don't know where that. I think that's an urban myth. No, yeah, I left. I was only there for like 3 minutes or 5 minutes in the gym. And Rob showed me around. He seemed really nice. And then you were like, "Come back on Monday. We're doing a training camp now."
Yeah.
Come back on Monday. You probably never thought you'd see me again.
No, well, I kind of I do this thing where I not judge people, but I guess how long they're gonna stay, and I try and guess what they do. So I never ask what they do for a living, more so than what they do as a person, right? So it's not a good way to judge somebody. But I tend to say, okay, this guy will stay, this guy won't stay, this guy will stay 2 weeks, this guy will stay a year, and I didn't think you'd come back. And when you did come back, I didn't think you'd stay. Well, you did. So.
Well, you lent me your ninjutsu gi the first time, and I didn't even know what it meant to you. I just thought it was just some whatever. And the very first technique we did, I was working with little Pedro. He showed some complicated baseball choke, and I was like, well, this is a little complicated for my first move, but whatever, let's do this, you know?
And then we went to see Hoyce.
And it was cool. And then, was it about like 3 weeks into my...
Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks of that, yeah, it was very short time.
You go, hey, we're going to Hoyce Gracie seminar coming. I'm like, what?
And you're the only one that went. Nobody else went, right?
I couldn't believe it. And I was really sick that weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know if you you probably don't remember, but I almost, and I never get sick, and I almost called you up and said, listen, Colin, I can't go. But I couldn't do that. I had to go. And it was so hot there, and they were building, and then you got me this judo gi to wear.
That's right, it was heavy, wasn't it?
Like
yeah,
20
it's like armor.
And I was already, I don't know what, I drank some bad water or something like that, but it was really hard to, but...
And then you came to the Europeans with me then, that was about, how long, that was about 6 months into your training, was it?
Well, it was January, so about 8 months. My very first jiu-jitsu competition, 3,000 people, and it would have been really cool if everyone would have gone, you know, like all the guys. But I was there only there. I was there by myself, and you were there. I didn't know where you were. It's like, man, it was kind of surreal. You know? And I was like, whatever, let's just do this. You know, it was cool.
And now you've got your blue belt, which is the first step on the journey. I think there's a few belts that are important in life. I think the blue belt, especially in jiu-jitsu, is super important. And
I think that's where you find your game, where you find what works for you. And I think I can see that. I'm starting to figure things out, or at least what works for me.
And then you did a year, and how long did you do? A year in Spain?
Yeah, I was there for about 14 months, I think.
Yeah.
It was.
And there's a bunch of black belts there as well.
It was hard, yeah. I had a black belt training partner my very first day there.
Yeah.
He just smashed me.
Yeah.
Like the whole time. I left the gym and I'm like this place.
So what's the plan now? You came over, you did a surprise trip over, I was fighting an MMA fight, and you showed up.
I had to see Colin's MMA
when I was
fight.
feeling great after going to the weigh-ins. I felt like death. I didn't even recognise him. I was like, who the fuck's this, you know? I wasn't the happiest person at the time, but no, I wasn't, but it was a great surprise to get you over. And then you taught your first class then as well, Tory, right? Full circle, right?
So Colin one day, he's like, okay, Tory, you're teaching the class, and then he just leaves. I was like, all right. And there's like 2 Brazilians in the class with like more experience than me. All right, let's do this.
No, it's good.
It was good. No, it's teaching class is good. It teaches you.
It teaches where your details. Yeah.
And then I had to go study it, like, to make sure that I wasn't teaching.
That you're doing it right. Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
And it kind of, especially when someone asks you a question and then you have to answer the question on the spot, you know, and if you can't answer, just try and figure it out, right? So you figure out yourself.
Go home and study.
Yeah.
If you don't know it. It was good. Yeah.
Obrigado. So I didn't do my regular interview with Tory because Tory's one of these exceptions to the rule.
And I was ready for the 5 questions too. I've seen all the interviews. So
well, that's why.
But no, the main thing, like the one question that's really important though is what is jiu-jitsu giving to me?
Yeah.
Third is the physical transformation.
Yeah.
If you see my before and after picture, it's quite shocking.
Yeah.
And then I think it's probably a close tie between the mental transformation and the friends, the relationships that I've met.
Well, I think a little fire underneath you, and the day I remember that was I got you that kind of super match at the fight night, right, against.
So Colin sent me this text message when I was on vacation in Sevilla. He's like, I got this freak for you to fight in a bar for like a whole bunch of people. Are you in?
Yeah.
And like a purple belt or something. Like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
And then it's like you actually have to do this. So it's like,
yeah.
But it was good.
And we were kind of backstage waiting to go out. And that kind of little light that goes on in people's heads where they remembered a part of them that they used to be before that they forgot, you know. And for me, it was that kind of moment where
the turning point. You said that, could have been.
Yeah.
And the funny part about that is that the fight before I was to fight, there was this crazy kickboxing match going on out there.
That's right. Yeah. It was near right.
He got his nose lit up, and there's just blood everywhere, and it was just like crazy. And all you guys were watching that fight, so I was the only one behind the stage, backstage.
Yeah.
And I was just listening to this craziness, knowing I had to fight like in the next like few minutes, and I'm just looking at myself in the mirror, just like making faces at myself, and you know, I'm just like, all right, like what's the worst gonna happen? Let's just do this, you know. And that might have been the turning point.
I was against Big Sergio. He looked like that rapper guy. I don't know his name, but it was.
So right at the start of that match, the ref, Florence.
Yeah, was it Florence or was the ref?
Yeah. So he goes, okay, no heel hooks and no slamming.
Yeah.
Don't do nothing slamming.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh sweet, that's the only thing I had to worry about.
Yeah. Straight away.
2 minutes or 2 seconds of the match, boom, he picks me up and just slams me down. So I was like, okay. So he was like right in his corner, and I could just hear Mauro just Brazilian.
Yeah.
What is he like?
Because you got to have few sticky situations.
What is he like a fourth dan?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So he's just yabbering on, and I'm like, oh, this is not fair. It was funny. And then like the ring was just covered in blood when we got.
It was, wasn't it?
I remember we were looking at each other. We're like, what the fuck are we?
I'll do the last one. So what do you want to be, Tory?
Yeah, I think Connor said this. I don't want to be anything. I just want to keep living my life.
Yeah, I think it's a good answer. I mean, actually, we're in the place where we had the interview with Connor. So
probably the exact
it's a stake in a stone. So anyone that's been here has been here. It's a great little spot, you know.
I remember one of the main turning points in my life was I was in university, and people would tell us that university is like the time of your life, the greatest time you'll ever have in your lifetime. And I remember thinking that's not going to be the case.
Yeah.
University was amazing, but I don't ever want to live a period of my life where that's the greatest time.
And that's all you got to look forward to. Yeah.
I always want to live each period as a really good time. So I just want to keep living my life where it always changes, and sometimes they're maybe better than others, but I never want to look back and be like Al Bundy and Married with Children and like the 4 touchdowns of Polk High. I never want to be like that. I never want to just. I go home to my friends in Canada all the time. It's nice, but they're always talking about high school days or university days, or when I visit my friends in Sweden, they talk about like the old days there. It was amazing and stuff like that. But there's always new days. Just always live your life. That's what I want to do.
Rock on, Tory.
Make it fun.